Well, thank you all for attending today. We are really grateful for this opportunity to explore more supply chain situations. We're the team from, my name is, and we will just jump right in with our agenda. We're first going to look into the current state presented in the case, which includes analytics of their delivery and problem identification. We broke up our solution into two separate areas, the on-time delivery and the quality of the products that were delivered. After that, we'll conclude with our implementation timeline and our estimated cost savings. So the key problem that we identified were that there was an increase in late deliveries and defective products being delivered to the customer, resulting in an overall decrease in customer satisfaction. As the customer should always be the priority of any business, we wanted to make sure that we were focusing on improving these two metrics, on-time delivery and high-quality delivery, so that our customer can be happy as well as the customer can be successful.
So taking a look at our current state, particularly at our orders versus returns that we received, 76% of all orders were delivered on time with no issues. The other 3% of on-time deliveries did have some type of wrong item included in the order or damaged products. What we really want to key in on is the late deliveries. So 15% of all orders were delivered late with rotten product, and of those 15%, 68% returned those products, and that equates to about $485,000 in lost revenue. The other 6% of orders that were delivered late with no defects, and they had no returns on those products. So one important thing to note is that 10% of our total revenue was returned due to rotting in transit. And then we wanted to look at why are we late. So a key contributor here is traffic. So 18% of the traffic late identifications by drivers did show no traffic on the route that they were to be utilizing for the delivery period. So this let us know that we have a limited visibility of driver locations. We need to be able to monitor that a little bit better. And then 24% had a designated alternate route that had no traffic, but they were not able to utilize that. And then 59% had no alternate route options, so want to look into options to provide more flexible routes for the drivers.
So in an attempt to improve our on-time delivery, we are going to move into some of our solutions, such as a route planning software. Currently, they schedule fixed routes at the beginning of each month. However, the issues with this are there's a low fleet utilization because they're not able to respond to customer demand, as they usually turn over their orders in a day and a half on average, but no more than 5 days. They also aren't able to account for any current traffic considerations, which could be accounted for should they have more time to react. As well as shortening the planning horizon, using a software such as Routific can allow them to upload their demand daily from any sort of spreadsheet, and the software will automatically allocate the demand to the available vehicles they have. And this can text a link to the drivers, and it will be a live GPS, so it'll continue to react to any outstanding traffic situations that can occur to really ensure that they are staying on track. Additionally, management is able to manage the routes manually should they have any desire to do so. In addition to traffic, vehicle maintenance and breakdown was another reason for late delivery. Vehicle maintenance has many risks besides just late deliveries, as there's road safety for both the driver and other drivers on the road, and there's risk for damaged products as well. Currently, they are doing preventative maintenance on the vehicle once a year. However, that doesn't account for the amount of work the actual vehicle is going through. So we recommend doing preventative maintenance every 250 work hours or every 7,500 miles, whichever one comes first. In addition to that, we recommend having weekly inspection reports, either by having some sort of software plugged into the vehicle so that it can automatically give health diagnosis, or having the drivers perform basic inspections once a week, checking tire pressure, checking for leaks, and things like that. In addition to on-time delivery, quality goes hand in hand, as the quality is affected by when the product is delivered. Having low visibility of the fleet makes it difficult to understand really why are things late, and more risk for the product to rot or to get damaged. So having a program like GPS Track It, where you can manage your fleet and assets better, gives a lot more power to management to recognize what's happening in lifetime, as well as make improvements in the future. such as having live GPS tracking of where they are, recognizing when there's idle speeds, when the truck is restarting, having vehicle diagnostics for vehicle maintenance as described in the last slide. And there are additional plugins that you can put in the cargo of the truck so that you can monitor the temperature, and it'll give notifications if the temperature starts to increase. And it'll capture all of this data so that future initiatives can be more objective in the decisions that they're making.
So lastly, we want to take a look at quality, particular to temperature control, because our primary loss of revenue is due to rotting. So want to explore an opportunity to further insulate crating. This will hopefully extend the expiry period of our goods an additional 2 days by maintaining that lower temperature longer, and decrease the total percentage of rotten products that we're delivering. And also with the increased insulation, the idea is that there will also be a decrease in the percentage of damaged products. Some things to consider when looking at an option like this is that it could increase the overall crate size, which could equal less truck space, increasing the overall number of deliveries that are needed to get out the same amount of product. And the actual expiry extension could vary dependent upon ambient temperatures within the truck. And then lastly, don't want the drivers to see that as a safety net, giving them the ability to take longer to make deliveries just because they have a little bit more time before products do go bad. And then an estimated total cost for a 6-month period to implement something like this is around $4,000. And then just wanted to go through a quick implementation timeline to outline what it would look like to implement some of these softwares, type of selection periods that we would need in full implementation, driver training to make sure that they're aware of what they need to do and what we'll be looking at, evaluation and testing period for the enhanced installation project that we recommend, and then continuous monitoring and evaluation of those processes over time to ensure that we are achieving the results that we had hoped to. And then a quick savings estimate over a 6-month period. This accounts for the cost of the softwares that we've recommended to be implemented, and then also the cost of the further installation. Subtracted that from the cost of the total returns that we received from customer orders over the last 6 months, and estimate that there's opportunity to save a little over $500,000 a year by implementing these changes.
So that is our presentation. Thank you all for your time to listen to our presentation, as well as the opportunity for us to explore this. We look forward to answering any questions you have and receiving any feedback.